Welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Parks and Recreation, Season 5, Episode number 4. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Alright, we got JoJo77 coming through on Episode 3 to say, I agree that this one is a bit of a filler episode. I may be betraying my age, but I do love Ben's taste in music. R.E.M., Letters to Cleo, the Pulp Fiction and single soundtracks, and Snoop. That's some solid taste. Oh, and yes, that was Xena Warrior Princess, because who else would be more than match for Ron Swanson? I think it's so brilliant that they actually use Xena to be a match for Ron. I love it, and I co-sign it, and I'm here for it, and I appreciate it. I just love it. Alright, Sir Deb coming through to say, kind of filler episode just to introduce us to the types of issues you face as a council person, and Councilman Jam acting as the foils. Solid, I agree. And yeah, that's Zeta. Executive producer Lasith saying, my highlight of this episode was Andy and Ron fixing the pothole. Also, the chemistry between Ron and Xena Warrior Princess was palpable. Yes. Can't wait to see if this will develop into something exciting, because he deserves someone who is normal.
Who is not crazy.
And who's not going to have him in cornrows. Let's not do that. Also, Ben and April bonding was mediocre, and they need to fix this back and forth between DC and Pawnee, because it's not working for me at the moment, and the storylines feel a bit disjointed. Ramona Pitts coming through to say, I don't care if this was a filler, it was mad funny in my opinion, and Tom's sudden realization that he didn't actually like cigars was top tier. Yeah, I love that moment. Like, going hard the entire team to be part of that, like, scene, and then being like, yo, I don't even like this.
I don't like this.
Fun fact, I actually stole one of my grandpa's contraband Cuban cigars and found out I had asthma. Oh, jeez. To this day, I still don't understand how anyone finds them appealing. Great story, Ramona. Great reaction as usual. Y'all be easy. Nice. All right, let's get into episode 4 right now.
Mr. Haverford, on the morning of your crash, were you alone in your car?
Yes. Your Honor, this was an accident, plain and simple. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but case dismissed.
And you were texting at the time.
How dare you, sir? I was tweeting.
Please, read Exhibit C, the transcript of your Twitter page leading up to and immediately following your crash.
9:15, 4 green lights in a row. Hashtag blessed. 9:17, drive faster, Blue Civic. Damn. Hashtag soccer moms. 9:18, gotta pass this lady on the edge. That's when I hit the fire hydrant. Sorry, allegedly. Hit the fire hydrant. 9:20, just hit a fire hydrant, but I survived. Hashtag unbreakable. Hashtag what's Mr. Glass up to these days? Hashtag
why no sequel?
Why no sequel? I just hit fire
eyes on the road and off your electronic devices.
I'm going to tailor a punishment to fit the crime. 1 week without screens. No phone, tablets, computers, television, anything.
No, please send me to jail.
Any slip
please.
A week becomes a month.
Turn in your phone, please.
Fine. One last tweet.
Bailiff.
Press send, bailiff. Press send.
Maybe the Glass reference is brilliant. You know, that's what's fun about watching shows that are like back in the day. So these jokes, it's cool, you know?
It was really fun. You bought this for me as a gift.
Cowboy hat from your cowboy friend. Well, that makes it sound like he's a cow. From your cowboy boyfriend. Your boy cowboy.
Just call him Ricky.
Okay, great. Okay, everyone. Great news. Lots of old people have chlamydia. Woo! Seniors in Pawnee have a lot of time on their hands, and what they're doing with that time is going at it hard, old people style. A lot of them haven't had proper sex education, and as a result, STDs are having a field day. It's amazing what a few old guys can do with a little bit of charm and a lot of crabs. Okay, sex avengers. These old fogies are very set in their ways. They're hopped up on ED medication, and they got nothing to lose, because they're close to death.
Also, seniors can be pretty ornery.
Actually, I think it's pronounced horny.
I have an idea. People, and we can ask Anne our grossest, most perverted sex questions. I'll start. I'm an old lady. Why do I need birth control? I haven't had my monthly since LBJ was president.
Well, with the elderly, we are not so concerned with pregnancy. We're more concerned with disease.
Do pubic hairs get longer the older you get?
I don't think so, no.
Because it's happening to me. What should I do?
Because it's happening.
Where can I get lube that is healthy to eat?
I ran over my testicles with my jazzy scooter.
I think you're good to go, Nursey. I want to jump on that caboose. Choo-choo!
You should never eat lube. You need to see a doctor immediately, and I'm sorry, sir, but you have to be under 40 to ride this train.
Oh, that's how you do it, kids.
Under 40.
LeBron James. We still on for breakfast?
You are an hour and a half late for work.
Yeah, sorry, I can't use my GPS. But I figured it out. I just drove around in circles until I saw something familiar.
You live
Maybe
3 miles from here.
He doesn't know how to get
3.4,
there.
according to my GPS, which I used to use every day. I can't use screens for a week. Big deal. I'm adapting. I built a real-life Pinterest board.
Pinterest board.
I really wish you could click those.
Wow, there he is, Barack Obama.
His name is Congressman David Murray. He is our boss, and
Barack Obama.
he's white. Don't embarrass me. Congressman Murray.
Heart attack.
Heart attack.
Yes, but the truth is, the greatest risk you face is sexually transmitted diseases.
Are these old people really having sex with each other?
Yeah, what do you think they were doing?
We're just talking about it.
What do you think they were doing?
The best way to prevent them is to use protection.
Well, that's all fine and good. But what if the banana is soft and mushy and dog legs sharply to the left?
Oh.
Look at me.
Oh my god, Jerry, when you check your email, you go to Alta Vista and type please go to yahoo.com.
Well, how else would I do it?
Oh
you know
my
your
god.
email bookmarked? Do you have any bookmarks?
What's bookmarks?
God, Jerry, you don't deserve the internet. I'm going crazy.
You go to
bro.
Alta
My
Vista
life
and
is
say, please go to
Go to Yahoo.
Go to Yahoo. I mean,
This is the work of a lunatic. You need to detox. Tomorrow we'll go to my cabin in the woods. It's so far away from civilization the electric company is not even aware there's a structure there.
Thanks, man. And hey, can you give me a ride after work? There's no chance I can find my way home.
the
If
electric
you
company don't
encounter
even know
this
it's a structure
scenario,
there.
simply execute the following maneuver. And stop!
Great job, and very informative, but we need to stop now, forever, and pretend like this never happened.
Why? What's happening?
Oh
boy. Marcia and Marshall Langman are the town's morality watchdogs. Marcia is motivated, calculating, and hypervigilant. And her husband Marshall is vivacious.
This that's happening here
Vivacious.
is not allowed.
We at the Society for Family Stability Foundation object to this smut being taught.
Oh, that's old girl.
It's against Pawnee's abstinence-only sex education law.
That's only for schools.
Actually, it's not. The way the bill is drafted prohibits any government employee from teaching anything but abstinence citywide. Thank you,
What the
Chris.
fuck?
You're welcome.
If we allow this bill to be taught to our seniors, the next thing you know, it'll be in our high schools and our kindergartens, and before you know it, we have babies in thong underwear. Is that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
Ladies
You
and
want
gentlemen,
babies
this
in
vulgar
Babies.
sex show is over. Please forget everything this horrible woman has told you.
Horrible woman.
He's vivacious.
Yeah, he's vivacious.
He's vivacious.
Andy, pack up our bananas.
This is a great idea. Fresh air, no screens.
Hey, you
and
got a
really good
lumberjack
at
shirt,
wood, too.
Baby, he's
You're
such
a
a.
regular
Look how
Paul
little his
Bunyan.
accent is.
Yeah.
I got stung by the wood. Oh no, it's a splinter. I need to get on WebMD now. I need an iPhone or a Samsung Galaxy, something with 4G. There's no time for the Edge network. What are you doing? What?
The Edge network.
Got it.
I'm
Still
stunned by the
need to find a
wood.
computer and Google sterilization techniques.
Yeah, I have a new idea. You need to purge all of this garbage from your system. Talk about all the things you do on those screens and let the words just float away into the fresh air. And then we will be done.
There's them way down deep inside. You have to say, get out of here, you
Hey,
crazy
she even got the
urges.
pigtails.
You are not welcome in this brain of mine.
There are some statistics that I'd like to share with you now, and they are numbers. Some 85%
They are numbers.
support abstinence-only education.
And the other 15% are perverts. JK, you guys.
And 100% of Pawneeans are purd-verts. That's the name I call fans of this show, based on the fact that my name is Purd. We'll see after
Yes,
the
we
break.
know.
You've been killing
Task
it.
force meeting, what do we do?
Objective studies have shown that
These are
abstinence-only
numbers.
education doesn't work. People still have sex, they don't know how to use protection, so the disease keeps spreading. We need to give people practical knowledge.
Ann Perkins, your expertise is thrilling and, frankly, almost arousing. But the law is the law.
Well, you're on city council now. Change the law.
The people support this. I couldn't fight those numbers even if I wanted to. It's political suicide.
So we're just gonna do the thing we know doesn't work? Great plan.
There's no other option, Ann. Put away your sex toys and play with them on your own time.
I did eat all the bananas, so you can't play with those.
You can't play with this. Those
hey,
have
nice
been
work on the
eaten.
job tracer.
Look,
What am I looking at? He's not doing anything.
that's the point. This morning he got in, sat down in there, and has been staring straight ahead, doing nothing. He's a robot.
He's not a robot. He's just thinking. He's got a lot on his mind.
Yeah, like 1101 must eat babies for fuel.
Why would a robot need to consume organic matter? Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
nerded out just there.
Yeah, they put a TV in there, and he's watching old speeches to bone up or something. Let's go see.
Congressman, here is the briefing packet for our strategy meeting later.
Oh,
Excellent.
absolutely. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
No, sir. All systems are operational.
Great. Stay cool. Hot one out there today.
But you saying the same
Thank
thing.
you, Congressman.
Great. Stay cool. It's a hot one out there today.
Wikipedia, mankind's greatest invention.
Babe, he's still talking about all the things he's on the internet
Hey,
with.
that's that Jalen.
We all
We all
know
want.
he's a singer, he's Brandy's brother, and he was in that classic
We'll talk about
sex
FNAF.
Kim Kardashian.
Okay.
But, did you also know he's Snoop Dogg's cousin? And he was in the 96 Tim Burton movie Mars Attacks? Suddenly, you're on the Mars Attacks page. I love G-Chat. You can talk to anybody.
Babe,
I
he's
hit up
still going.
Brad.Pitt.
This is all the things
Wasn't
he
the actor.
uses
It's
technology
actually a guy
for,
named
babe.
Brad that's a teacher in Pittsburgh. We don't have a lot in common, but we chat quite a bit. Emoji are little cartoons you text instead of words. Instead of saying, "What up, boo?" you can type "What up?" and then a cute little ghost. Because that means boo. There's even a little Indian guy, but he has a turban on, which I think is racist. But the Asian guy also has a racist hat on. And it's like, hold up, didn't Japanese people invent this? Podcast.
Hold up.
There are a million of them, and they're all amazing. John Loffield and I have one called Not Your Average Podcast, where we rate different kinds
Not
of
your average
Okay, that's
podcast.
enough. No more talking.
Well, you told me to get it all out of my system.
I had no idea how much you had.
I had
in
no
your system.
idea.
This is a real problem, Tom. You are an addict, and you need to change.
I've downloaded every episode of Intervention. I know what to do here. You're right. I am an addict. I've hurt all my friends and family with my addiction. I will accept this gift of rehabilitation.
I'm proud of you, but also a bit fearful that we're verging on what I call feelings territory. So let's stare at the fire in silence.
I've got a breakthrough, Ron. What do you say you chop up some more wood, and I'll take your car and go grab some victory steaks.
Some victory steaks.
Perfect.
I'm so glad you've come to
Babe,
your
he's
senses.
gonna be all in his
Here's our
technology.
educational
Yeah.
pamphlet. I recommend you start reading at chapter 3.
Chapter 3. There's a party in your pants and no one is...
Leslie, you're my boss now.
That's right. Why am I still weirdly scared of you?
I'm very confident, and I make a lot of eye contact.
And that make a lot of eye contact.
I'm very
One of
confident.
us, guys, and that in the future you stick to the letter of the law. But between you and me, as your best friend,
As your best
I kind of
friend.
admire
As
what
your
you
best
do
friend.
here.
I like how he established himself as her best friend.
Okay, this
Actually,
is great.
you're
Just
my
make sure
boss.
that you don't go too tight on him, right?
Hey, can I ask you a question? What's the deal with the congressman? Seriously, like, he seems a little robotic or something?
Yeah, he's great. Yeah. He turns it on when he has to, and when he doesn't, he just sits there. There's no surprises. It's perfect. So,
perfect.
Congressman, can you just sit in the chair to test the sound light beat?
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie.
Just run through some of your stump speech.
We've gone through some difficult times, but we're from Ohio. We're tough. We won't just survive these dark times. We will thrive.
That's great.
Good. Cool beans.
Cool beans. It's hot out there.
See you guys later.
Stay cool.
God, I love him. He is the best.
I love him. He's the best. No drama.
Sorry I crashed your car. Please forgive me, Ron. Please, Ron. Please. What are you doing? Are you gonna kill me?
Why do you need to be constantly distracted, Tom?
The truth is, I spend a lot of time looking at screens because recently, a lot of the stuff in my real life isn't going that great. So I'd rather play Doodle Chump than think about that. Okay? I'm sorry, I really am.
Go sit in your office while I consider whether to turn you into the judge. And while you're there, neither doodle nor jump.
Hey, I just wanted to come lend my support.
My regular
What
clothes.
are you gonna say out there?
I don't know. I got censured. It's a big deal.
Well, if you ask me, you were elected to lead and not to follow. which is probably what I should have said instead of what I did say.
I feel terrible about what I said too.
No, you were right.
I know, but I still feel terrible.
I know.
I'm sorry, continue.
I kind of lost myself in this relationship. I bought a lasso online, Leslie.
Thanks.
I turned all my jeans into Daisy Dukes. My personality kind of gets swept up in whatever guy I'm dating, and I want to change that.
That's fucked up.
I broke it off with Ricky.
Well, that's good. But I'll tell you, he'll never lasso another heifer as fine as you, Annie Oakley.
The story.
That was
I was like, I liked it, but I also didn't.
Leslie, what exactly does censure mean?
It means that I have been formally disciplined for breaking the law.
Well, you know what they say. You break it, you buy it.
That doesn't really apply here.
Tell that to the folks at Pier 1. In establishment, I'm no longer allowed.
Allowed it. You break it.
Apologize for the antiquated laws in this system.
No longer
States that teach
applies here.
abstinence only have the highest rates of teen pregnancy and STDs. To continue this policy is insane. Look, we all want the same thing, right? We want fewer unwanted pregnancies and fewer STDs. Why don't we use everything that we have? I know that most of you don't agree with me on this, but I'm going to fight very hard to change your minds. And until then, I will take this censure and I will wear it proudly, like a badge of honor.
Wow, strong words from a woman who is trying to pin a piece of paper to her blazer. Next up on
To
the
her
program,
blazer.
we hear from you, our fans, in our new segment, Are You There, Perverts? It's me, Perd, hosting a new segment.
It's me, Perd, hosting a new segment.
Perverts.
For you, son.
And I use Perd because that's my name.
Yeah, because that's my name.
Paper from a tree. It is called Auto Repair Manual, 1982. You will read this book from cover to cover, then you will assist me in repairing the damage to my car. I will not report you to the judge, but if you slip up again, you will have much more to fear than some feeble government employee in a robe.
Thanks.
Two more things. When you do get your phone back, you will not stare at it when you are talking with another human being. Look a man in the eye when you speak with him. And second, if you ever need to discuss your problems with someone, find Leslie. She lives for that crap.
She lives for
Get
that
to work.
crap. Aww.
They're
it's a
killing
big
me
book
in the
now.
press. The Pawnee Sun is calling me loosely grope. You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna kick all their asses. I am so fired up. I'm gonna go right now and drink like 1,000 Red Bulls so I can draft a new bill to undo abstinence only.
Man, you are just a machine. Get stuff done.
Hey, why don't you send it to me when you have a draft? I'll try to help.
You're the greatest. But you're gonna have to take out a lot of cursing because, like I said, I'm very fired up.
Wow, you go
I'm gonna
there.
be cursing
Yeah.
after drop.
I love you.
I love you too. What are you wearing?
I can't do that right now.
Yo, you ready to go?
Why, yes, I am, April. Let's go now.
What's wrong with you?
Wonderful. Hey, be careful out there. Traffic is nuts on the streets and roads.
Oh no, they got you!
Terrific. Hey, I'm hungry. Let's go eat some batteries. I mean human food.
Hey, batteries, I mean human food sounds good to me. Wonderful.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, that was Parks and Rec season 5 episode number 4, and I like that episode still. But now that you put it in my head of the switching back and forth between Pawnee and DC, I can kind of see where you can be disjointed at
Shout out to executive producer.
going back and forth to the two, because I had more fun over there in Pawnee, obviously, because they're way more obnoxious over there in Pawnee. But DC is just, I don't know, they still getting their footing on trying to make fun of politicians in DC over there. But yeah, you're right. You know, it ain't really working for me over there yet. Maybe they can, but the Pawnee part, that shit was all good. Last of them coming through, everybody coming through like they supposed to be doing, and so I had a lot of fun with that one right there. So we'll see how they do it on this, and maybe they'll jump back on the boat and get everything tight. But for this episode, I had no problems with it. Can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, I feel just to that point too. I feel like that might have been why you also classified the last episode as a filler episode, because maybe it wasn't all like connected in the way that like you ultimately want. So,
Yeah.
But
they got two different things going on. That's for sure right now. I think they're trying to see if that sticks.
yeah. So I mean, me personally, I love this episode. Again, I loved Leslie trying to navigate. I mean, the theme of sex education with the elderly and having Andy like react to some of it was just brilliant. It was super smart. I really liked too with Tom struggling with his addiction to technology and spending an entire day talking about all the things. I thought that worked really well too, and have him and Ron off in the cut trying to address that. I thought that was just a great moment for the two of them too. And I loved how Ron was like, but if you want to get into emotional stuff, you know, Leslie's your girl. That's not really my space. But like, again, he comes through, which he like always like, he always has the facade of like him not really caring, and yet he'll like take Tom out to his like cabin and spend the entire day. You know, like I love his character so much. It's so nuanced and it's so like deep and it's so layered, and I just appreciate the writing for his character specifically because it always lands for me. I thought Leslie and Anne had great moments as far as calling each other out about not being authentically who they are. So I thought that worked really well. And I did like the whole robot scenario. Definitely had like a Manchurian Candidate type of vibe as far as the politics go with Ben and April. So like, I don't know. I like Ben and April. They work really well off in the cut together. Like I do miss like the dynamic. I miss the dynamic of them all being together, but for me, it still works because I think they paired the right two people together for that to work. But I thought it was a solid episode, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yep. All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction for Parks and Rec Season 5, Episode number 4. And until next time, people, peace.